Hello fellow crafters, this is Rebecca Edney. I apologize for my voice. I've had a cold for 2 weeks now pretty much. And if there's any noises, that's probably the bells I tied to my front door to remind my son to lock the door when he leaves for school. But anyways, I recently purchased the Spellbinders October Kit of the Month. You can look online in various places to see unboxings or to find out the list of the kit contents. But I managed to make 13 cards in 2 days with this kit because it has so many amazing die cuts. So I thought I'd show them to you. So on to the first card. I'm going to basically tell you what things I added to the card kit. I didn't add a lot, but as you can see here, I added a Spellbinders die cut and some sequins, but other than that, this is all the pattern paper, the die cuts, the copper metallic paper, stickers, and things like that that are actually from the kit. So this is card number 1. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to keep track by the time we get to 13 which card is which, but we'll see. This is card number 2. Again, I used the same die cut as the last one. This one I cut the center out though. The other one I was planning on cutting the center out, but then I forgot that the embossing would get squished if I tried to cut the center out after, so I redid it, but then I ended up using that other die cut as well. So again, I added some sequins, gems, and the die, but other than that, everything is from the card kit. This is actually one of my favorites. On this one, I added a die to cut the stitching, and there's the washi tape on the bottom, and I also added some Nuvo jewel drops, but other than that, all from the kit. The only thing I added with this one is the little heart gem, the sequins, and a scalloped punch to do the edges. I thought this one looked a little bit like the house from Up with the balloons carrying it, so that was kind of the idea behind that one. This one I actually made a vellum card. You can see it's see-through. The front I left fairly simple. Again, this is the metallic paper. This is a die by Honeybee. Spellbinders die. I believe that's a Simon Says Stamp stitch die. And I added some sparkle pen. I don't know if you can see that because I can't see my screen right now. I'm just using my phone, but I added some sparkle to that flower. And I was going to actually line the inside here with another die cut, but it turned out I didn't have to. I was using this Elmer's tape runner, and I wasn't going to buy any more of it because it seemed to get used up really quickly because it's gone now after making these cards. But it seems to be almost invisible for vellum, or at least this thicker vellum from Paper Tray Ink. So then I added this die cut circle, which you can't even see from the front, to have a place to write a message. With this card, I added the twine, the little flowers, and the sequins and confetti, and a little bit of lace. Everything else is from the kit. I really love the foil. I don't know if you can see how shiny the foil is, but it's very beautiful. This one, I didn't even add any sequins to this one. The only thing I added was the Hero Arts heart die, and again another stitched rectangle die, and everything else is from the kit. Oh, I did add a lot of foam tape, by the way, to a lot of these. So they do have foam, either foam adhesive or just sheets of fun foam that I glued on the back. With this one, I added the sequins. I added this little strip of pattern paper, which strangely enough matched perfectly and just happened to be on my desk because I don't put stuff away. You wouldn't want to see my desk right now beyond what the camera can see. I added the bit of ribbon, and of course there's foam tape to make the shaker. This one, I think this flamingo is just seriously the cutest, and I love this scripty hello. It's really pretty. With this one I just added some sequins. I added foam under the butterfly, the lace, and the little bit of twine. Everything else is from the kit. This one was actually my son's friend's favorite. This is actually a solid die cut, but I cut the center out using an X-Acto knife to make it into a shaker. And this die cut is by Spellbinders. And I added the sequins. Everything else is from the kit. Here's another one using the stitched rectangle die. This stickers actually came in the kit. They're very dimensional. They actually had foam on the back of them, but I took the foam off because I really didn't think something that dimensional. You can see how thick it is. I didn't really think it needed more dimension. I added some liquid glue under this to give it dimension. Unfortunately, it warped it a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. And I added some foam under the butterfly wings, so they will fold flat for mailing, and then they kind of pop back up. Oh, I'm not numbering them, am I? I completely forgot, but I believe this is number 12. Again, die cuts, more die cuts, a sticker. I added the vellum circle and the sequins and the foam. That's it. I really, really love this one. This one's actually my personal favorite. This is the other one. This is my other favorite. I always have more than one favorite. So again, the butterflies are up on foam tape. I added some gems on this one. No sequins, just gems. And I added some foam under the sentiment. Oh, this one actually also, I forgot. This one actually uses the stamps. So there's a little flower there, and this leaf are actually not part of the pattern paper. I added them. It turned out it took quite a few inkings to use the stamps. I have to be honest, I was not a huge fan of the stamps. They aren't quite as good quality as I'm used to, but with a MISTI tool you can stamp them enough times that you will get a good impression, or you could try a pigment or a hybrid ink. That might work a little better for you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're inspired. I hope if you have this kit and haven't used it yet, that this gives you some ideas. I'd also like to point out what a wonderful value this kit is, because I have so much left over. Let me show you. It's right here. I didn't even use the dies except for the Celebrate. I think it was Celebrate die on one of the cards. I forget which one. No, of course I can't. Oh, this one. I used the Celebrate die that came with the kit. But the die set makes a little house, and I have used it. I just didn't use it on one of these cards. I actually used it on postcard. So there are a ton of stickers. This is 1, 2, and a half sheet of stickers. There is still a ton of die cuts. I hope that isn't glaring too much, but there are a ton of die cuts. I only used one of these stickers. I only use one of the journaling tags that come in here. They're really pretty. I still have lots and lots left. I still have almost all the cardstock. I used some of the copper cardstock, as you saw. I used some of this green cardstock. This is actually a sheet from the kit that I haven't even touched. And I still have tons of scraps. And I still have tons of sheets of paper left. So I have to say honestly that this kit is one of the best kits that I've gotten for value and for, you know, just totally being fast, totally fast to make the cards. So I'm going to go through them again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 cards with one kit. Oh, and by the way, I made these in 2 days, and then I spent a little bit of the next day adding some sequins and the twine and ribbon and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Follow me on Instagram at BeckCreates1 and check out my blog, boxofchocolatescrafts.com. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.